Welcome to the Below Football Kaizer family. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to be the first to get the latest news. Kaizer Chiefs chairman sends Bafana AFCON message, reflects on Amakhosi 2025. Kaizer Chiefs chairman Dr. Kaizer Motaung has sent a heartfelt message of support to Bafana, who are currently participating in the Africa Cup of Nations, AFCON, in Morocco. Hugo Bruce men opened their campaign with a hard-fought 2-1 victory over Angola on Monday, and will lock horns with seven-time African champions Egypt on Friday, December 26. With the highly anticipated clash looming, Motaung Sr. rallied behind Bafana on behalf of Chiefs and the South African football fraternity at large. "We send our best wishes to our national men's team, Bafana, who are currently in Morocco representing Mzansi at the Africa Cup of Nations. We watched the opening game against Angola and now look forward to the clash against Egypt on Family Day, December 26, he told Chiefs media team. As Kaizer Chiefs, we know the challenges of playing against teams from those after recently playing Kabascorp of Angola and Zamalek and Al Masry from Egypt, yet we believe in your strength and resilience as South Africans to prevail." On the Soweto Giants' exploits in 2025, the Chiefs boss highlighted the end of a decade-long trophy drought and the reserve teams showing in the dstv Idiski Challenge, DDC, last season, as moments to be proud of. "This year has been a special one for Kaizer Chiefs. We celebrated our 55th anniversary, a milestone that speaks to the legacy and resilience of our club. To put the cherry on top, our senior team rewarded your unwavering support with the Nedbank Cup trophy and a return to one of CAF's club competitions, the Confederation Cup," Motaung reflected. "Our reserve team also made history by lifting the dstv Idiski Challenge, DDC, trophy for the very first time in record-breaking fashion. These achievements are gifts that we hope have brought smiles to our loyal supporters in 2025. Broncos AFC West title as Chiefs face uphill battle with injuries in Christmas Nig. George Maluleka breaks his silence and reveals his move from Kaizer Chiefs to Mamelodi Sundowns in 2020. "I will not apologize to the fans for what I did." Former Kaizer Chiefs midfielder George Maluleka has firmly stated that he will not be apologizing for his controversial move from Amakhosi to rivals Mamelodi Sundowns back in 2020. The transfer, which occurred at a critical juncture with Chiefs leading the league table, stunned many of the club's supporters. In a recent interview, Maluleka reflected on the complex circumstances that led to his departure. "An apology isn't necessary," he explained. "The situation was unfortunate, but it unfolded as it did. That year, we were poised to win the league with Kaizer Chiefs. When I left and it didn't happen, many blamed me, which I understand, but the reality was more complicated." He revealed that a confluence of behind-the-scenes issues influenced his decision. These included administrative complications and the ill health of key figure Bobby Motaung, who required a medical procedure. The timing was further pressured by the approaching expiry of his contract and the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, creating what Maluleka described as too many dynamics that people didn't understand. Maluleka emphasized that his move was not an act of betrayal, as Sundowns presented an offer while he was in the final months of his contract at Naturena. His tenure with Masandawana lasted 2 years before he continued his career with AmaZulu. Kaizer Motaung on Bafana Egypt, "We believe in your strength and resilience as South Africans to prevail." Amakhosi boss sends his well wishes to the national side. Kaizer Motaung has echoed his voice behind Bafana. The Kaizer Chiefs chairman, in his end-of-the-year message, paid homage to the national side doing duty in North Africa. "We also send our best wishes to our national men's team, Bafana, who are currently in Morocco representing Mzansi at the Africa Cup of Nations." Kaizer Chiefs legend Jostad Ladla, "There is still no player at Kaizer Chiefs deserving of the Bafana call-up. Dladla is of the view that Amakhosi are yet to find their form to warrant such to happen. Jostad Ladla is still not convinced a Kaizer Chiefs players is worthy of a Bafana call-up." The former Bidvest Wits, Mamelodi Sundowns and Kaizer Chiefs midfielder said Chiefs has not been doing well to a point of seeing any of their players earn a Bafana call. Traditionally, a club as big as Amakhosi, would have more than one player in the national side, but their floundering fortunes have affected this. Let's be honest, I love Kaizer Chiefs, Gladla said on the Lemmy I Loco on Sports Show. I love the players too. But as it is, Chiefs have not been doing that well. Yes, they are doing better this season, but I don't see any Chiefs player stepping into the national team and playing. We have to start putting the emotions aside and be honest with ourselves. There is no Chiefs player now that deserves to be in the national team. I know they called up Shabalala as a standby player. If somebody gets injured, he will be called. But if he was part of the squad, he was not even going to play. I think it is just for experience. So for the next AFCON, he will be familiar with the event and its level. Most of the boys are still young, they still have time. Also, Chiefs are still in the rebuilding phase right now. We have to wait for Chiefs. We can see they are getting better. Rebuilding a team takes time. I think they are in the right space right now because there are a lot of young ones. If these boys really want to learn and grow, it is up to them. Sfalili Mkulis, Thabo Moloisane, and the 5 players on Kaizer Chiefs transfer wishlist. After spending big and making several signings at the beginning of the current season, one feels the Soweto Giants aren't a million miles away from becoming solid challengers for the Premier Soccer League title. And that was evident when they started the campaign like a house on fire, putting together a solid run that saw them mentioned among the early contenders. The wheels eventually came off, but crucially, Kaizer Chiefs did not fall too far away from their rivals for the league title Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns. The Glamour Boys will end the year 2025 in 4th on the table, only 4 points adrift of leaders Pirates, albeit having played 1 game more than the Buccaneers. Nevertheless, Amakhosi have kept themselves alive in the race for the title, and a few solid acquisitions in the upcoming January transfer window could make a massive difference. It must be noted, though, that some of the signings made at the beginning of the campaign are still finding their feet, and adding more could be tricky. But Kaizer Motaung Jr. and the rest of the Chiefs' top brass could feel the need to add a few more faces and release more dead wood. There aren't too many players available, especially in the January window, who can improve a team like Chiefs, but that won't stop the club from looking. Here, Goal identifies 5 players who are good enough to make Amakhosi a better team and improve their chances of staying in the title race. Sifleil Mkulis. Mkulis has gone from being one of the most highly rated young talents in the league to a bench warmer who is not living up to his potential at Sundowns. At 29, the attacking midfielder is fast running out of time to fulfill his potential, and a move to Naturena could be just what the doctor ordered. The Pietermaritzburg-born player has found it tough to displace players like Themba Zwane, Nuno Santos, and Cat Lego. Kaizer Chiefs defender Inacio Miguel. There is a huge difference between the Betway Premiership and the Angolan Premier League. The defender says the PSL level is one every African player dreams of playing in. Kaizer Chiefs Angolan defender Inacio Miguel has described the Betway Premiership as the best league in Africa. Miguel spoke about the gulf between his native's professional league, Gabola, to the PSL and gave the South African league the thumbs up. While his compatriots face Bafana in the Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco, Miguel is singing praises to the PSL. There is a massive difference between the Betway Premiership and Gabola, Miguel said on the Soccer Beat show. I will not say quality of players, but quality of games. For me, in my personal opinion, it is one of the most developed leagues in Africa. There is a lot of organization. There are a lot of players coming from overseas who bring their knowledge into the game, from different ideas. So I think the biggest difference is the organization of the game. In South Africa, all of the teams are professional, and I think even in the NFD, some teams are professional. I don't know, I am guessing. The big difference is the organization of the game. Besides Petro de Luanda and Clube Desportivo 1 Degree de Agosto, they are the biggest teams in Angola. There are no other teams with a connection to the game. He returns to action with Chiefs after the festive and AFCON recess next month as they went into the break on the 4th spot. Ex-Chiefs target hopeful for AFCON success. Former Kaizer Chiefs midfielder signs for new club. From Naturina to abroad. This former Kaizer Chiefs midfielder has just signed for a new club in South America. From Naturina to abroad. This former Kaizer Chiefs midfielder has just signed for a new club. Kaizer Chiefs midfielder Edson Castillo has completed his move to Venezuelan side Carabobo FC, the club has confirmed. Free agent. Castillo left the Glamour Boys BA.